When someone is helping you or offers to help you or offers to come save the day, and you start to realize that things don't seem right, it's most likely because this person desires power and they desire status. All right. Most people desire status and power over that good feeling of being able to help someone. There are people who are genuine that desire to do good, and they have a strong desire to be there for others in a time of need. All right. They have a strong desire to be there for others in a time of need. There are others that will help and they'll lend their hand, extend their hand, and then that's it. Not that you're, not that that person doesn't mind not helping, but if they were in a situation to where they would need help, they would want help. All right, they would want help. If they were in a situation to where they would need help, they know they would want help, or maybe they've been in that situation before, so they help. They understand what it feels like to need help, not for nothing. So it's like they're helping you because they're coming from a point of view of knowing where you're at right now because they've been there. So there are people who will help you, and the help is great. It's amazing. And then that's it. You're on your own. Then there are people who help you specifically to attach themselves to you. So that way they can do something for you, hold it against you, rub it in your face, and use it to manipulate you. It could be used against you in more than one way. It could be used to try to get you to work your way back to that type of treatment, or it could be used to be held against you. It could be used to get you to step up to do more because it's being held against you, rubbed in your face, used as a tool to show that to make you feel like you're not doing enough. It could be used as a tool to make you feel like you're not doing enough. All right, they have an appetite for power and status. And that appetite for power and status far outweigh them wanting to help you. There are people who feel good from helping people, and then there are people who feel good from obtaining power and status. And it just so happens to be that this person wants to attach themselves to you because the amount of power and status that you have unknown on an unknown level, this person figures that they're going to try to take it and use it for themselves by getting you to be around them, getting to be seen with you, having control over you or power over you. People are going to look at them a certain way because it's you, not because it's them, because it's you. Imagine if one of the NBA coaches or owners had Michael Jackson walking around on Michael Jordan walking around on a leash. People would be like, "Oh wow, oh." People would be in awe. Like, and then not that they would, but it's just that, like, because that's strange. But it's the amount of power that this person is seeking, and that's pretty much what this person is looking for. All right, that's pretty much what the dynamic that person is searching for. They want to be able to have someone powerful and strong tethered to them via a string, an emotional string, or just a string of the person's conscience, a heartstring or whatever you want to call it, to where now this person can pull on this and tell you what they did and use it against you because they know you have good moral standards and they know you value and honor good people. And when a person helps you, you value that. You think that's honorable. You think that's good. So you have to be careful based off of the type of person that you are, um, how good you are to people, how kind you are to people. People necessarily don't take advantage of that, but then you have people who do. There aren't there aren't a lot of people that are like that, but there are people out there like that. And the ones that out there are many. So it's still few and far between, but they out there. They may be scattered, but they're out there. And they're in clusters. So you's gotta be careful, as they say. Use, okay? Use got to be careful. So shout out to yous, whoever yous are. All right. Their appetite for status and power are fueling their help towards you. Their status, their hunger for status and power will prevent them from assisting you with the help you need. They make it seem like it's about you at first, but low key it's totally all about them. They make it seem like it's about you. They make it seem like they care about you, like they want to help you or anything. And it don't even got to be all about you. It's just a certain little bit that you need or whatever, as far as whatever they said they were going to do, or as far as whatever you're getting from this person or whatever the situation is. You just need them to play their part and stay in their lane and know their role and uphold to their end of the bargain. That's it. That's it. You just need them to uphold their end of the bargain. But this person has an appetite for power. This person wants to be in a higher position than you. This is the person that in the office would tell you to take a position, but take it from you while you're working toward it. This is the type of person that would stab you in the back and make it so you couldn't get it and you lose your job. Like this person is sneaky, conniving, and that's how they go through life. And it's a way that they figured out how to get what they want. Covert aggressives, they don't like to do things straight up, out in the open, straightforward. They like to do things connivingly, underhandedly, sneakily. They get off on their ability to maneuver around people this way without them being able to tell until it's too late. And then they can smile, like they get off on being able to do something to someone without it actually seeming like they're doing it. They're a smooth criminal for all the wrong reasons, but right to them, because it's a fight to them, and it's a right to them. They feel they have this right to put up this fight and to win. All right, they're not going to take no for an answer. They're not going to lose. Anybody shining around them, their light must be dimmed because their candle is shining brighter than theirs and stealing light from them. So anybody shining around them is not just being successful on their own. No, you're stealing light from them. You're taking their precious success. You're taking their glory. You're stepping on their toes simply by just existing, being around them, and wanting to be greater than you already are. All right, like they'll say it's called future faking. People lie. They'll say something it's just to lure you in. They know that it's something you care about. They know it's something you're interested in or passionate about. Be careful about people trying to assist you with things that you feel near and dear about, because you may be more inclined to do it. Oh, I could just tell him, I see he likes this, I see they like that, I'll just tell him I'll assist him with that, and then boom, I got him. There are some really deceptive people out there that think a certain way, and it's like it's real smart when you think about it, but at the end of the day, they miss out on the long run. They may get a few things from you. They may get what they need from you, but the thing is, they miss out on the long term benefits. All right, they miss out on the long term benefits. But hey, if they got from you all they needed, then that's all they needed. Then, but still, it doesn't. It's not going to end well for them, for the type of person that they are, because eventually it will catch up to them. It'd be different if this person was out in the open, if they were honest, if they were straight up. But they don't. That's not what they like doing. They lie when they could tell the truth. They'll be dishonest just to be dishonest because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to be. That's the type of person that gives them the thrill of life. It's like being different. They don't want to do things the way society wants them to. It's their way of being defiant. All right. So and this is something that you're not going to get a person to change. A person's never going to change this kind of behavior. So people who are, just like you, how you're thirsty for success, just how you're driven, you have a drive. All right, you have you want to become something greater than you already are. There are people who want to become worse than they already are. All right, there's people who want to become the most toxic, negative, feared or quote unquote, I guess, respected person they could be. The more people are afraid of them, the more respect they feel they got. They feel they got respect when they think that people are going to behave towards them a certain way. But really, they're just going to end up finding themselves by themselves because people are going to leave. Nobody's going to put up with that. Person's going to look at them and just laugh. Nobody's going to be afraid of them. Person's just going to look at them and just laugh and just leave. All right, so get this thing out my eye real fast, whatever that was, eyelash. They rather put themselves above a person than work side by side with them. And on top of that, this is the same person that will claim unity. This is the same person that will say they want to work side by side with people, and they're about working together and all these things. They're not about working together at all. Their idea of working together is you doing everything that they want to do and sacrificing and giving up what you want to do. That's their idea of working together. These people have a appetite for power. Their idea of working together is you laying down your life and giving it up and giving up everything you want to do and everything you like to be around them, to do what they want to do. This person wants a slave, man. This person wants a slave. All right. And this is why you'll once you figure out the type of person that this is, you'll realize it was all BS from Jump Street. This type of person will never help anybody. This type of person will never help anybody. People like this, they don't have intentions to help. They only have intentions to help themselves. And if you're around them long enough, you're not going to get help. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get harmed. You're not going to get healed. All right, if you're around this person for long enough, the toxicity, it'll be the toxic takeover. It's going to be the toxic takeover. All right. Power is more important to them than people. Power is more important to them than people. They want to look strong in the eyes of people who are just like them. That gives them a sense of respect. That gives them a sense of accomplishment. It gives them a sense of purpose. It makes them feel good, just like when you accomplish things and when you go after things and when you take care of your life. It makes you feel just as good. But the thing about them is they get good feelings from bad things. That's what sadism is. That's what being sadistic is. They get turned on by turning other people off, by turning other people into a worse version of themselves. They get off on destroying people, breaking people down, making people give up on their goals and dreams. You don't know how many people that aspire to do things will get involved with people like this who will claim to help them, who will claim to have the next step or the idea or the way for them to become great, only to be in a situation to where you gotta in order to uh, go after your life, you got to pretty much sacrifice your life. And there's worse degrees of this. If you want to look at the music industry, all right, there's worse degrees of this, where it's a little bit more serious. But to the people who are doing it, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing as far as the control aspect, because that's what it's about. It's about control and it's about power. It's about control and it's about power. All right, they want to give you a 360 deal as far as your life and dealing with them, and as far as your help is concerned. You got to check out the fine print. It's a 360 deal, and you're not going to recuperate anything messing with somebody like this, dealing with somebody like this. All right, messy, lying, not dishonest, not keeping it 100, projecting, trying to confuse you and make you think it's you when it's actually them. All right. They have a real good way of confusing people. And what is that? The devil is the author of confusion. When you're a good person and you're moving throughout this world, Make sure that people's actions match up with their words. When they don't, immediately cut them off. All right, make sure people's actions match up with their words, and when they don't, immediately cut them off. When it has to do something, when it has to do with a business transaction, is or when it has to do with something somebody said as far as some help, and it's something that was going to assist you. Not that you're being selfish or not that you're being immature, but you just don't have time for people to give you the runaround or to play with you or to try to trap you in any situations, because people are ignorant. All right, people are ignorant, and you have to separate yourself from people on that level. All right, they pretty much will do anything to anyone. They'll do anything to any kind of person. They could get you hurt, harmed, being around people like this person could possibly low key be a sociopath or a psychopath. It's definitely they're definitely a disturbed character. There's definitely something wrong with this person to where they need psychiatric help. They need to go speak to someone, and somebody needs to help them with their thought process. They need to go get help. But this is why they deny a lot of things. But the fact that they keep denying things shows that that's why they need help. A reasonable person will at least say, you know what, let me consider go getting checked out. I don't like it when if somebody says that to me, I take it as an insult. Somebody like, not that I get insulted by it, but I just it's like, okay, you really like you just destroyed whatever was in between me and you. Like I'm never gonna see you as anything, friend, person to talk to, nothing. But if there was, I would still, if someone was serious about telling me that, I would still go, even though if I was like, there's nothing wrong with me, but still, just because, I'll still go see somebody. I wouldn't just automatically just not do it. But the fact that they don't do it, they know something's wrong with them. A person that knows nothing is wrong with them is going to go check it out just to see, because they want to be on point. And if there is anything wrong, if there is anything wrong, they want to be able to take control over it and to be able to fix it, and also to shut the people up around them to prove that there's nothing actually wrong with them. The problem is them. The problem is the people you're around, not you. They got an appetite for power. They want you to submit and be okay with the type of life that they want to give you. They want to create your reality and have power over you and treat you however the hell they want, and just have you accept it, be able to talk about it, call people, make phone calls about it, make jokes about it with random strangers, with people they connect with out in public because they know they're the same type of person. It's a whole lifestyle for this person. It's supply. It's a high. It's a drug for them. It's a sense of power. All right. They don't have fulfilling lives. They feel weak. They're not strong as you. But to have somebody as strong as you, but not as strong as they should be, or using their strength or tapped into it, and having someone play games with your mind is it's a prize for them. It's a win for them, and they love to win. They love to be on top. All right, so people like this like playing games with people. It's fun for them. They get enjoyment out of it, just like anybody else. If you when you do things that you enjoy, you may work out, you may do positive things, you may work in your garden, you may eat healthy. They like behaving this way, and they're going to fill the need for that appetite. They're going to make sure that appetite gets fulfilled. So you have to make sure it's not you. You have to make sure that it's not you that they're doing this to. And how you tell is when just little things. All right, it's the little things that people look over or brush past. You can't look over those, and you can't brush past. When something isn't right, when something don't go the way it's supposed to, when something is said and it's not upheld, scissors. Stop. Don't deal with people. Don't answer phone calls. Somebody says they're gonna do something, and they don't do it. Don't answer their phone call or talk to them until they do it. People will play with you. People aren't serious. People aren't about the things they say they are. And for a person that's serious like you watching this video, who values their time and their energy and their resources, all right, because you can't get time back. You can get everything else back. I just said, but time. You can get resources back. You might not even get some of your energy back. So you got to be careful. You might not even get none of that energy back. So you can't allow people to get too much. can't allow people to get too much. I don't allow people to get too much. When you sense something is off or wrong, the person is trying to drain you. At that point, they're a vampire. So yeah, people rather have power over you than rather see you in a position of power or help you get there. And you have to ask yourself that. It's like, why would this person want to help me get into a higher position than I'm already in? And number two, why is this person, it's also a red flag if somebody's trying to help you do something you can do for yourself. All right. And this person, you don't, if they have a shady vibe to them, or if they don't seem sincere, and seems like it's like something's off, definitely don't take that. You got to feel things out. You got to see what kind of person it is, most definitely. All right. People have an appetite for status. They want to be seen a certain way. They want people to look at them, and they like the feel that it gets when people are perceiving them a certain way, perceiving them as this person that they see themselves as. Are they perceive themselves as this character in their head, this person who is in control of everything. And they want other people to notice that, to see that there are other people out there like them, and they all give each other these little glances and looks, and they all know who's in control, who's in power, who's not. These people can see that. It's called cognitive emotional ability. They can see that when they look out in public or at people. They can see the dynamics of power. But you have to wake up and to be able to see the dynamics of power as well, and to